Well, it's Friday and I'm working from home today. Um, Yay. Whew. And, it is what it is. Oh, my nose looks so sore. Poor thing. Anyway, let me see. Sorry about that. Just moving the stuff all around here. And, just pondering things. Um, let's move it over here. Better. Um, Pondering life, pondering the fact that my 401k looked like somebody took a damn sledgehammer to that little motherfucker, to that. Boy. Oh, the things I want to say but can't. Um, the goal is still moving to Portugal. I started a process on getting my niece. Um, but I don't want this to be pushed back any longer than it needs to be because we're not safe here. You know, we're just not safe. As a black woman, um, not safe. Um, as a mother of an LGBTQ daughter who's engaged to her fiance, um, not safe. They're not safe. Um, and it's, you know, I was a short way away of getting the money, of course, 401k or whatever. And then, hey, withdrawn, take a penalty, boom, it's done. I don't care, we're out. But thanks to Captain Kryptonite and his little merry band of dum dums, um, you know, that has been pushed back a little bit, and I'm feeling a certain kind of way about it because I'm like, you know, I'm doing all these side hustles, so many. I'm now starting to get a little confused um, with my regular job, and I'm thinking to myself, all these people working regular jobs that talk about how they're making it and stuff, I'm calling BS on that one because I got a regular job and I make okay money, okay, but I'm like, mm, unless you living in a room, and even those are starting to get expensive, how are you actually making it without doing side hustles and YouTube and basically selling your behind on the street, selling your blood on the street? I mean, come on now. Let's let's be real about stuff. Okay? Let's be real about stuff. My husband makes decent money. Okay? 4 or 5 years ago, yeah, dude, we make it. Now it's like, okay, what's up with that? You know, um, he went from having a car payment, okay, or a truck payment, to going, no, come get that, okay, and he got something that's already paid for because you can't make it on making a car payment and freaking, you know, the insurance in Texas is just, okay, way out of line. And I'm sitting there going, okay, well, how are people supposed to make, I mean, seriously, how are people making it? Because I don't know. Don't go out to eat. Okay. Um, I've cut expenses. I mean, cut. As a matter of fact, today I'm cutting Sam's card. Nope. Done. No. Okay. Um, cut expenses. Um, I mean, unless there's going to be ramen noodles and hot dogs every day and peanut butter and jelly every day, then I'm not sure what else we can do. Okay. We rent, and it's higher than what we were paying, but it's not ridiculous per se. Um, I honestly think these people, these little billionaires, these billionaire bros, or whatever the hell they want to be called, they're sitting there and they want us, the little people, to work ourselves to death. That is serfdom. Okay? Not down with that. The co-founder of LinkedIn is talking about how work-life balance is not good and all this other kind. Excuse you? So people should be working, stressed out, die of heart attacks, die younger. You wonder why all these other countries have great work-life balance. Their people are happier. Universal health care has something to do with that. And they live longer. Well, stress kills. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the ER for a migraine. Okay, I am diagnosed with migraines. I went to the ER with a migraine, okay, that shot up my blood pressure to stroke level, and I honestly honestly thought I was on my way out. I I was weak. I had no I couldn't grip crap. Okay, I mean I honestly felt that was it, and I broke down crying because I pride myself on being able to weather the storm. But I don't know, you can't weather a storm that you didn't create. You know, I keep saying we as black people need to make our own table, make our own chairs, and, let America. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with us. Never has. But when they come for ours too, okay, when they're not satisfied with just theirs and they come for ours too, that's what I have an issue with. Because it's like, dude, we not bothering you. Stay up out of our business. Why do you feel that you have to be relevant in my life? Why? It's like you want us to think about you, and we honestly do not give a rat's hairy behind. Why? You feel you need to be relevant in our lives, and we feel you need to just go in your corner and stay in your corner and do you. Okay? Because that's what we're doing. Okay? I see videos about, black people need to come and march, and black people need to protest. And why? Why should we? We've been doing that forever. It's gotten us murdered or unalived. Um, it's gotten us. It's gotten us nowhere. Okay? The only thing that we have is money. And we can speak with that where we want to spend that. Okay? We can spend it on our own, which is what I advocate for. Spending it on your own. But why should we go out and put our bodies on the line yet again? so they could use us being out there as an excuse to declare martial law. They're already snatching people up off the street. Okay? They're already snatching people up off the street. So our head is on like a 360 swivel. Okay? Because you never know. And you want us to yet again take some steps? You want us to yet again put our bodies on the line? No. No, those days are that's a wrap. Those days are over. We aren't doing that anymore. No. No. Absolutely not. You got my husband's relative trying to take over the African American Museum. Really? Because some of my ancestors' stuff is in the African American Museum. And you know what? No, you don't get to destroy that. We can come get it. Okay? We can come get that. We can come get our stuff and keep it within our family. Okay? Period. You don't need to be saying anything else about Black history. Here's the thing. If you aren't a person of color, if you are not a minority, okay, bottom line, you can empathize, but you cannot speak to the Black experience. You cannot speak to the Japanese experience. You can't speak to any experience except for yours. And you don't get to create the narrative for us. Okay? True fact. True fact. Okay? When we get together, we clown on y'all. I mean, for real. Okay? We clown on y'all. Dead air. I mean, for real. We clown on y'all. Because it's funny. Okay? It's like, okay. They said this. Do you get that? I mean, it's hilarious. We clown on y'all. Because you and your your crazy desire to stay relevant, okay? You want to say that you're oppressed. Oppressed from what? And to whom? Okay? You're trying to bankrupt a tiny country in Africa that they export diamonds and Levi's. Okay, well, you know what? Were I these countries with all these tariffs, you know, I got friends over here. I'm just going to leave this one little friend to throw his little temper tantrum alone. Cut him out. I would cut the United States out. For real. Okay, well, whatever. Nope. We do not have to trade with you. We really, really don't. Okay. I honestly would cut him out. Cut him out. The cheese wants to stand alone, but doggone it, the cheese can stand alone. Let the cheese stand alone. Okay? Let them figure out their issues. Okay? Because while America wants to stay in the horse and buggy stage, okay, the entire world has moved on. While white kids are boo-hooing about, you know, their college rejections and you know, diving into the white victimhood, they're not understanding, okay, that they are not as educated as other people, other children, other college-age kids in the world. Because we have dumbed down this society. We are taking away what they need to know. We're taking it away. Defund the Department of Education. Are you kidding? You need to fund it, not defund it. Other countries see value in their citizens. This country does not. Does not value citizens. Does not value All they value, honestly, is the almighty dollar. What they don't understand is we, the citizens, okay, the average Joes, okay, we're the ones that are funding their money, okay. We're the ones that are funding that. So if you take us away, then dude, you don't have any money, okay. What you think you're getting, you're not, okay. Shorten a market like this, come on, come on. Any idiot can see that. Any idiot can see that because you don't tank something that you're making money on unless you're trying to do something nefarious, okay? And they'll never tell you the truth. The corporate media, good God, no. They are on their freaking knees and with their mouths a perfect O, okay? They they're never gonna say it, okay? I just wonder how many companies and corporations are going to allow their boards, okay, unless they're all in on it, and it wouldn't put it past me, um, to continue to do this. Because when companies and corporations are doing it, they're actually doing it to their own people, the people that work for them. And how's that going to go? This honestly reminds me of the French Revolution. And not that Americans know anything about the French Revolution, but I would suggest that they kind of look it up. Because, didn't go so well. Not for the wealthy. Just didn't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. More peasants than wealthy. That's how that went down. Okay. And when the peasants had had enough, okay, they went a little nuts. So, you know, while I may have to, my God, stay here longer than I anticipated because my goal has been pushed back a little bit, the end game is leaving. The end game is moving to Portugal. Period. I'm out. Hell, I'm 12% Portuguese. I can't find, well, you know, because the color and all that. I can't find where the Portuguese is. But according to my DNA, so I feel like I'll be going home. That's it for my little rant. Catch you on the flip.